Oh, that's the wrong system. Wrong system. Why? Because I can. Do I give a rat's Rudy poo? No, I don't. Ah. Why does that one work and that one doesn't? Oh, why is it changed? Hold on. Let me edit this message. I don't understand that. Our Poke Daily. Ooh, nice. Total reset, whatever that is. Something stuck in my craw. Throat. Throat. Moat. Boat. Oh, whoops. I have to go open. Hold on. It remembers the name from yesterday, so I've got to change it. Alright, so we're going to start with Cozy, Art, Gamer. I need to figure out what are the top 10 tags. Gaming, Animal Crossing New Horizons, Cozy, Art, Gaming, Animal Crossing, Chatty, Live, Hanging Out. Oh, I forgot to take that medicine. God, when you're late on that stuff, it really messes you up. I didn't realize there was an Animal Crossing New Horizons bundle in 2023. Woo, it's hot. Sweat my pants on. Alright, save that. So you can see chat over here. Alright. So sell some bells, catch some fish. Catch a tiger beetle. Dive for deep sea creatures. Chop wood. Chop wood. Today will be... Oh, I should put on a 1-ball shirt. No, we'll put the 3-ball shirt on. Three-ball shirt. 5, 4. 3, 2, 1. Wait, do I not have a 3-ball shirt? 6, 7. I don't have a 3-ball shirt. What? I thought there was a 3-ball shirt. How Miss Beans doing? I haven't seen her in a while. She's so pretty. Ooh, a castle gate for 160? Oh, Jesus. Now, do I have the 9-ball shirt? That's the other question. 160 for a castle gate. Alright, we have to go back and check. Oh, man. That's like highway robbery, I tell you. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. I don't know if I have a 9-ball shirt. Let's look. Oh, it's 3 on the back too. 5, 4. Yeah, no, I have the 9-ball. No, I should be wearing the 2 shirt. But I don't have a 2-ball shirt? 5, 4. One. There's a 2 tank tire, it is. Oh, we're gonna look at the Only Me song. But where will I get lasers? She says, where will I get lasers? Lasers. Oh wow, I don't have that song. Only Me. Do I not have it? Place the order. Oh man, 160,000 for Castle Gate. This better be inside. Oh my god. 100. Oh, jeez. Why didn't I? I'm gonna drop some stuff off in the bank. We're in my house. Oh, neat. A couple of new subscriptions to channels I don't even think I subscribe to. Come on. What's wrong with you? No, I'm not doing it. We're not talking to her. She's going to sell me something. Going swimming. We're going swimming. Today is Monday. The 14th of June. July. August, September, October. November. Bum, 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 bum. We need to come up with a schedule. Bum, 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 bum. Well, good morning, Joyful Designs. How are you? How are you, my precious? You ready for tonight's endeavor, which I will probably be sleeping for, unfortunately. Because I'm looking at the clock. It's like right during the peak 3 hour, my middle of my sleep session. And I have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I probably should be sleeping. But I'd figure I'd get on early so I could give you the best of wishes and support now. Because I know you got it. Yeah, time zones are tough. But at least, you know, there's one constant, like your lunch hour is right before my bedtime, so I can catch that normally. But some of the other ones are just brutal. And then I try to always be there for everybody, so it's hard. But I loves it. You'll do fine. I'm telling you, if you want them to stop calling you, just tell them you're on the can. After a while, they will stop. They will not call you during lunch. Or be like, quit bugging me, I'm trying to pop out a kid here. And they'll be like, what? Okay, let's go away really quick. I actually don't know the Australian term for loo. I guess it could be a dunny or water closet or toilet or crapper. I was just trying to be polite, or I don't know, act like one of the boys, I guess. She's in the can, she can't answer the phone. Dunny just seems, I don't know, that word just seems kind of, she's off to the powder room. Call back tomorrow. Seems better than, she's in a dunny. Dunny's like, what, short for dungeon? Old style hole in the floor crapper? I mean, where did that, how did that word originate? You know what I mean? It just sounds, it sounds wrong. Like even in the loo, water closet, bathroom. Bathroom isn't bad because it takes the toilet out of that equation. Latrine is what they call it in, I guess, North America. If you're just looking at it like a urinal type. Terrible, terrible word. Yeah, I'd have to look up the history of that word. That's kind of interesting, though. Boom! There's Pascal right on the money. Now, this is the only part of the game... Well, no. This part of the game doesn't surprise me. It's just weird. You put away your scallop. He goes in and retrieves the scallop from wherever you put it and replaces it with another item. Everybody in this game puts something in... When they give you something, usually if they don't hand it to you, they've already put it in your pockets. It's like, what are you doing in my pockets? See, watch. Hey, can I have it? Sure. Thanks for your generation. Earth Closet, Dunnikin. Then disappears. Yep, thank you, I got it. And I left you something you like. Whoa, buddy. Earth Closet. Boy, that's an interesting combination, too. I would have never thought Earth Closet. Ad break. I can't remember if you have ads. Oh, I gotta show you my picture, too, huh? Let's see if I have that up. Hold on. Oh, that's right, you don't have ads. But did you see, you went to bed early. So keep in mind, the green is the color of the paper, just so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so this is where we left off. Green is the color of the paper. So anything that is not colored is green. But that's where I left off. And I will pick that up here in a little while. And we will, you know, when I feel like coloring, I will feel like coloring. And I have not added highlights yet. Or finished the shadowing. But that's what it looks like so far. Dun dun dun. Yeah, I don't... Yeah, that one was scary for me. That one was really scary for me to kind of go pink on pink on pink. But then I was sitting there thinking, well, the dog is technically yellow on yellow. So I guess I could go pink on pink. But it's kind of neat too, because the way I did it, like obviously I can get rid of the leaves. If I get rid of the leaves and I put different logos or whatever, you know, it's still pink or whatever, but I can change, like I can change out parts, right? Like I can get rid of things and say, okay, let me change the body, let me add something new. You You know, and I'm trying to do it in a way to where that if I take the bowl out or if I take a part out and I put something else in there, it's just a replacement of colors. So I can interchange multiple people in here, I guess, or heads or whatever I'm doing. Make it a quick change digital image. Maybe a whole series of whatever. Which is weird for me because I personally like to do each one individually. You know, but we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, that's where I left off. It's not that one. This one. But yeah. But I think it turned out pretty good. I had fun doing it. It was a good raid train last night. Good number of people, good number of talkers. Had a good time. Oh, another scallop. So do you have a different theme for the overnight one tonight? Other than, you know, I guess you eating Vegemite on stream or something? Fairy bread? Out of curiosity, do you always eat so dainty, or are you just telling me you eat so dainty? You're not eating fairy bread? Well, I had to put peanut butter on it, but... Is that in an old Black Sabbath song, Fairies Wear Boots? No, I believe you, but I'm always curious, why does it always seem like it's such a light meal for you? Do you not actually get time, like at work, to sit down and have a full sandwich or something? Because it's like, you're always so busy? I mean, is that the reason, like you plan because you're so busy at work to make it really light? Or do you normally eat that light? Like, I guess I would... You graze? Yeah, see, that's what I have to get used to doing, too, so it's hard for me. Like, I want to say, oh, I just had a rack of lamb or something, right? And I can't do it anymore. Like, no more racks of nothing for a Gigi. Nope, I'm not turning those on for a while. It's too bright. Too bright. And it's hard. It's really hard if you're not used to grazing 4 or 5 times a day to start grazing. Yeah, blood sugar. That's exactly. I had to do the same thing. Well, evening, Miss Arlandria. 83. How are you? How are you? Welcome in. We were just showing off where we were on the coloring project. Stream went well. Stream was good. I thought it was fun. I did a class. Here, I'll show you. This is where we finished off. No, you can't see. Of course not. Not happening. Not gonna happen. Keep in mind the green is the color of the paper showing things that have not been colored yet. Just so I can see what needs to be colored. But this is where we left off. And for those, like I said, I saved a JPEG at 4 inches of, where is it? Oh, where is it? Did I not open it? I have this one saved, so when I put this for coloring, when I put it in Discord, everybody can color along. But I do have that saved as a 4x4. Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Is you do most of your cards in 5x7 or 3x5? What is a typical, or 4x6? What is a typical card size? Because I've got a whole rack of cards here and they vary. So, I guess what is the standard card, paper crafter card size? Oh, I'm sweating. And we will get back to coloring on that in a little while. Yeah, I kind of like the green too as a background, but I don't know if I'm going to do it with the pink. But so, Joy, what is the standard dimensions of a card that you make? Oh, you give it to me in centimeters. So it's 5 and 0.8 and 5.5. Oh, wait a minute. No, 5 by 8 by 4. So it's 4. As long as I do 4, okay. So okay, so 4 by, yeah, roughly 4 by 6. So if as long as I'm underneath the 4 by 6. Okay. No, I know. I just don't. I'm not good with centimeter conversions on top of my head, or millimeters for that matter. Okay, so a 4x4 square would be fine, which is, oh, my board doesn't have centimeters. Should be 10. 10.16, yeah, so 10, so 10 by 10 centimeters. Okay. That was like the hard part too, like the 3D printer, everything's in millimeters and centimeters. And getting used to doing something like converting things and trying to remember, you know, most of North America is in inches. It's like, oh, it's kind of hard. It depends on who I'm talking to. All right, so as long as I make it a, okay, so that square should fit if ever printed and put on a card. Okay, good to know. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Can't reach it. Got an itch. Standard A6, yeah. Ooh, okay. Have fun lurking. Or tidying. Oh man, but you'll do fine tonight. You've got that in the bag. Your overnight will be a lot of your time, your people anyway, from your side. And just you'll be just getting Europe waking up, but most of North America will still be asleep. And if you run into a problem, just create a glitter bomb, blow it up, and then show them how your vacuum works. And try not to have a panic attack. Yeah, they get it easier over time. I always forget though, like, sometimes I feel like, you know, did I thank everybody, or did I give everybody the shout outs, or, you know, did I do everything I was supposed to, you know, like those things, you know, those, like, you know, it's probably why I have a bunch of lists always, like, do this, do this, do this, you know, because I always forget, and I'm like, did I forget this, did I forget that, did I do this, did I do that? And there's so many things to remember. Yeah, glitter can be like the instant train derailer. You always know it too when you go into like a craft store and somebody had opened a bottle of glitter to see what color it was and they accidentally drop it. It's like, oh man, it's like, that's why they're in glass, so you can see the color. You don't need to open it, but people sometimes do. And it's like, you know, the glitter will be there for months because it'll be impossible to get out of the cracks. It'll be impossible to get out of whatever. Ooh, look at that marlin back there. Oh, I might buy that marlin. Oh, I need 160,000 for the castle gate too. Okay, I'm itchy for some reason. Yeah, the cleanup on aisle 5, exactly. And you're looking at it like, oh my God, somebody dropped the glitter. Vixen's doing very good with this latch hook, but man, that latch hook seems like that's so complicated to do. I mean, you're wrapping a piece of yarn around a thing, tying it off. I would feel like there's no way I'd have the patience to do that. You're basically pulling it through itself. When I moved rooms and pulled up the carpet, there was a glitter in the underlay. Oh. Was it from you, the glitter, or was it from previous? Or was it your husband? Was it he did it? Did he do it? Secret lives of glitter users. Caught on camera. From you. Yeah. $5,000. Oh yeah, I'll buy that for 5. I thought that was gonna be like 50,000. Like, no, I'm not buying that. I will buy it for 5. What is this? Metal can. No, I think I have the metal can. Yeah, today for me, if I had to talk about my day, I finished another garbage bag full of shredded paper. So I can actually see my workbench, or my wife's workbench over there. It's I'm getting paper shredded, old bills, whatever. Very emotional day. Hard to sit and go through things, and then you read some things and it just triggers, oh, memory or pictures or whatever. You come across something that shouldn't be in that pile and you're like, oh God. So it was a very emotional day for me. But I still accomplished a lot, and it's scalding hot. It's like 30 degrees or whatever, and it feels like 42 in my office for some reason. I mean, I'm in like my smallest shorts that I can wear, and I feel like I'm sweating to death. And I've got like old high school basketball gym shorts on or something, you know, that are too small. And I'm sweating like crazy. Oh, I've got a fan. I've got one overhead and I've got one right here blowing across my legs, and I'm still sweating like crazy. And I just had the attic re-insulated, so I don't understand why this part of the house seems like it's so hot. But with that being said, you know, as I go through some of this stuff and I see some of these unfinished art projects, these balls of yarn, these, you know, papers with notes of things that we were going to do or plan to do, or, you know, I'm running across like, you know, like, I don't know how much you remember from last night's stream, but I was talking about going over the you know, running that craft cooperative, right? Well, I came across like one of the newsletters that the organization had put out in that first year, and it thanks us for setting this craft up, you know, setting up the shop. So I have like the original newsletter that was sent out, and, you know, I'm running into stuff like that, right? And it's like, wow. And to think that, you know, I did all of this stuff, it's weird, right? And this was this year that I was sick. You know, we closed up shop last year, and this summer I don't have something to do. It feels really weird not being part of the craft community doing things. Yeah, it feels really weird to me. Look at that black. What is that black pleather? What over there? Uh-huh. There's a suit over there with buckles in it. I gotta check that out. But it feels weird not being part of the craft community circuits. Antique boots? No. But I want whatever this is. A visual punk outfit. Oh yeah, let's do that. Ooh, leather work apron. Leather work apron. A rubber apron. Oh, that screams butcher, serial killer vibe. A long sailor skirt. Nah, I'm good. Yeah, it's weird because all of a sudden I went from volunteering 6 months of the year for a charity for, you know, that ranged from teenagers through seniors, you know, through the LGBTQ community, through the trans community, through all the other communities. We had, you know, vendors from every group, walk of life, to all of a sudden not doing something. It's really weird, the not doing something. And in the meantime, too, you know, in the summers, I used to coach football, European football for my grandson, coach baseball, you know, do other sports for kids. And now I'm not doing any of that. And it's just a weird, oh, I can't go in there with the wetsuit. Sorry, I forgot. It's really weird not doing anything. It is really weird. It's really weird not doing anything. Ooh, leather biker jacket. Ooh, a black biker jacket. Gingham picnic shirt. Oh, these are my favorite. My wife has a blouse, this kind of peasant blouse look. I love those shirts. I love those shirts. Simple visiting kimono. Dun dun dun. Combat helmet. I'll have to get a combat helmet. So I kind of need the kimono and the biker jacket. First, we'll start with the biker jacket. But it's still good too because people contact me and ask me advice, you know. Yeah, I might have to go wear the combat helmet. See? Now there is a blue and pink kimono. See this green right here. This green and pink. Great combination. I almost went that color. Because the other option would have been pink with yellow, but I didn't want to go yellow because of the dog's fur. Uh-huh. So I can pick my colors based on things that I'm buying in the game. Go figure. And then I love the thing that you can design your own clothing in the game. It's the best ever. Best day ever. And I have a combat helmet. Yeah, I did the flag the other couple weeks back on stream. Yeah, oh god, that took forever. But it was still fun. Yeah, art takes a long time. So let's see, 4, that's going to be what, 3 p.m. for you? So you'll be going through dinner time, won't you? 5 p.m. for you? Or is it 5 a.m.? No, it's 5 p.m. for you. That raid, right? You're going to have snack tray. Oh yeah, you're going to have snack tray. Just have your hubby bring in an Australian pie. She's been moping outside of my house. I'm not talking to her. I'm not getting suckered into buying stuff. Trying to con me into buying something. You can take a break if you've got to get your injections. Health comes first, always. And nobody will care on stream if you have to pause for a second because you've got to take care of something really quick. Because 3 hour stream, somebody's got to get up and go to the washroom. Or the dunny. Because I stream for like 8 hours, and if I forget to go to the dunny, I'm a mess. Oh, I'm going to use it all the time now. Where are the lurkers? In the dunny. I'm going to put a lurker sign on my thing that says Dunny approved lurker hangout. Or I'll draw a picture of an outhouse. And I'll just call it the lurker dunny. This is where you go when you lurk. To the dunny. To the Dunnykins. Yeah, see, Dunnykin... yeah, I'm glad they shortened that word. That's a terrible word to say. Your Majesty, do you need to go to the dunny? You know, it's like... That's horrid. With red back spiders. Are they poisonous? Are they big furry things like tarantulas or what? I'm gonna have to look those up. Yeah, I can't. Oh, I can't do spiders personally. Oh no, don't worry. I don't do well with them either. I'm not showing nothing spider related. Or dunny related. You don't have to worry about that. Because you'll never use it again if I show a picture. Tiger beetle. Didn't I just do the flower seeds? Oh, I think that one pops up twice today. That's not fair. I like to make sure those links all work. You don't have to do any of them. They just pop up. I don't have any viewers anyway at the moment. I'm too early for viewers. It's only 10 p.m., 10:30 in England. Yeah, they're all going to bed. North America hasn't, or just not getting off work, so they don't pop in. Who was I having to talk to? Oh yeah, I was talking the other day. I guess the conversation, like I've been keeping track. Like there's a huge decline in viewership with summer being here. And you know what's funny? I was trying to look up a couple other streamers who want me to check them out, and so I somehow I clicked on a tag. So I clicked on the tag, say like I clicked on pottery, right? And I went and looked at how many people are in this pottery tag, or how many viewers the couple people had in pottery, and then I went and checked another one. You know, I checked another one, and I was like, man, the numbers are really low. And then I looked like at Twitches in general, like I just kind of checked a couple categories, and I'm like, man, these categories are also pretty low. Like, I think, you know, summer hit, and it became like, you know, everybody just declined because we're all going outside, right? To the beach, or to the lake, or to whatever. Or where the wild things are, or, you know, whatever. What am I doing? Oh, flower seeds. I should just grab some roses. It's the only thing I don't like about being a numbers guy. I'm always looking at numbers. And I kind of wish I'd stop. But I'm the guy who likes to spreadsheet things. Oh, let's do data points. Let's do this. Let's do a data entry, you know, a database. I hate it. And this coffee is messing up my tummy today. Probably because I forgot to take my morning medicine, so I took it late. You're a numbers girl? Yeah, I bet in your job you have to be a numbers girl. Oh, yeah, I love good spreadsheets too. And I hate when I give somebody a spreadsheet that's got formulas embedded or whatever, and they go and screw up my spreadsheet because they think, oh, this looks better over here. It's like, do not touch the formula cells. Do not touch the spreadsheet. Don't move columns. What are you doing? It's set up for a reason. A plus B equals C. Don't change it. It drives me crazy. Yeah, when I worked at Hewlett Packard, I was a revenue focal point for Hewlett Packard. So everything's numbers, right? And it's all based on, basically it was based on contracts back then when I was doing it. So it was based on You know, your company would call us. We would give you licensing for X number of things, and we had to all contract it, right? So spreadsheets crazy, galore. I couldn't stand when I would give one of the other people who was working underneath me a spreadsheet, and it would come back and it was different. It was like, you know, this template that we've used for the last 5 years. Why are you changing it? You know, I don't care if you want it in pink. I don't, you know, don't do that. And it used to drive me nuts. Literally drive me nuts. There's a whole rail of red roses I can rip out of here. Yeah, let's do that. But at the same time, you know, you can't really... I mean, I can get mad. I shouldn't get mad. But I do. I mean, even in accounting, right? I always found it amusing that somebody would come in to the office. You have all their stuff worked out, and basically the financial year-end statement is nothing but a glorified spreadsheet that gets printed out so it looks pretty, and somebody wants to change something. It's a templated spreadsheet. Why would we change that? Right? And I remember, because I was always the one, like my boss, she'd always be like, you know, Giggy, you're getting all these clients that are kind of mean to the ladies. And then you probably know those kind of people. You know, the men who come in and they kind of assert themselves a certain way because they think they're dominant over, you know, a group of people kind of thing. And you're like, no, sorry. And I'd be the guy that'd be like, okay, you get all of those clients, right? And then they'd come in and say, oh no, I'm not doing that. I said, well, if you don't sign this, you're not getting this turned in, so you better sign this today. And they're like, and they try to do that crap with me, and I'm like, sign the paper, you know, or get out of my office. I'm not playing your game. Sign it. Write the check, pay the secretary, sign the paper. It's due tomorrow. Sign it so I can turn it in. Otherwise, you're going to get a fee in the mail. You know? It's like, don't sit there, oh, I'll do it next week when I can. No. Today, buddy. You know, there's a timeline. In tax season, it drove me nuts. There's a time frame for everything. Do it in order. Do not screw it up. Right? But with that being said, I hate being a numbers guy. Because everything I do, regardless of what it is, I could look at everything. I look at numbers. If there's a number involved, I look at it. Like, I will sit there, and especially with like streamers, I will go in, I'll see a streamer, I'll check out their numbers, I'll watch their progression, you know, and I will remember numbers. Like, I could probably sit here and say, oh yeah, I remember Mr. Smith's taxes, he owed this much, you know, or, oh, that number, yeah, last year you paid this. And I've done it numerous times. Like, I'll go out somewhere and we, you know, meet somebody in public and say, oh yeah, I'll come see you and, you know, do this. I said, yeah, don't forget last year you owed money, so don't forget to donate more this year. And they're like, oh yeah, how did you remember that? And I will remember that, right? And it's like, and it's terrible. It's like, I don't want to remember that stuff. I don't want to remember that stuff. Like, I don't want to go through life and all I remember is everybody's numbers. You know, it's a terrible, to me, that's a terrible thing. But it's the way of the world, right? Numbers. Numbers. You need to know them. Learn your basic mathematics skills. And the only thing that I'm disappointed with the education system in any part of the world when it comes to numbers is you didn't teach kids how compound interest and mortgages work, or how to balance a checkbook. All they need to know, that's all the math they'll ever need to know through life, is how compound interest works. And once you teach them that, everything else will fall into place. They will learn it. But teach them how compound interest works. Don't let the banks keep screwing kids and they're in debt for the rest of their lives. It drives me nuts. If you buy something in January and you're paying it in February, you're not paying for what you bought in February, you're still paying off what you bought in January. And you're getting interest. Learn that concept. And you'll have more money in your pocket if you can learn how that works. Yeah, compound interest and credit cards are the killer, man. They'll kill you as a young person growing up. It's too expensive to be paying that kind of debt forever. That should be chat's homework assignment. Take a $5,000, 5,000 pound, whatever credit card, do the compound interest at 21%, and tell me how much you've paid off and how much you pay in 5 years. You basically pay, you know, that credit card is worth 10 grand. Do the math. You will learn not to live like that. You want to have nice things, don't live in debt. Oh, I wish they would hear me. I really do. They do not, unfortunately. Because I've talked to kids. They come out and they're like, oh, I got this new credit card. And they go shopping. And it's like, no. No. It's like, don't. It doesn't mean you got a credit card. Go to the mall and rack it up. That's not how that works. And I think the one advice that I give everybody, you know, you want to have a little money in life. You know, and it's simple mathematics, right? Or no, it's simple logic, right? You go through life, your whole life, and all you're doing is paying bills, paying debts of some kind. You pay your house mortgage, you pay your utilities, you pay for your car, you pay for your food, you pay for whatever, right? Well, say, for example, you pay off your car. Right? It took you 5 years, 10 years to pay off your car. Well, great. Once you pay off your car, continue to put your car payments that you would normally pay to that car into a separate account and keep making payments. After a while, you'll have a pretty little nest egg of money you didn't need because you were paying it to a bill anyway. Don't automatically go, it's paid off, let me go shopping and go crazy. Put it away, and you will be surprised when you want to take a trip in a few years. It's paid for. It's sitting there. It'll teach you how to save, you know. And then if you want to buy a new car, you'll have the down payment sitting right there. And it's things like that, you know. It's just simple life skills that, hey, you know, just do this, you will be a little better off. And it's so funny because I've talked to numerous people, students. Because we hire summer students on grants, right, to help work the shop. And we have these conversations. And it's funny, you know, when you look at me, I live debt-free. The only thing that I'm paying is utilities and food. That's it. I am debt-free. I have credit cards. I go in, I shop, I turn around, go home, and pay it off. Because I have the money. I'm not, but I want my points. You give me my points. I get my free stuff. And then, you know, you're not living off of my interest. It's not working that way. But that's how you got to live. And saving it is a dying art. And I was terrible as a kid growing up. I would be like, I was like one of those name brand guys. You know, I was like, oh, I got to have the newest fancy this, new shoes, new whatever. And then, you know, at some point that all flipped around and said, you know what? I will buy one really nice pair of shoes and run them into the boneyard. Because my walking shoes, when they're done, they become my lawn shoes. And I throw out the old lawn shoes because, you know, they're no good anymore. You know, and then I might buy a new pair of walking shoes. But I rotate things to where I'm not doing what I used to, where I got a shoe for every occasion. I have a really nice pair of Blundstones. You know, so if I go out, I have a really nice pair of Blundstones I can wear. I have a really nice pair of loafers, wingtips, you know, multiple walking shoes, because as a diabetic, you got to have walking shoes. And that's it. And a pair of rubber boots. But I'm not going to the point where it used to be like, I got to have a shoe in every color, or I got to have this. No, not happening. Not doing it. And if you want to shop a lot, you go to university. I'm a university graduate. I get discounts at the shoe store that I like. So it's like, well, hey, what do you know? That helps a lot. You know, you may not think it is. Think it does. Think it is. But go to university, kids. It's got rewards. And a lot of it is just ways to sell you something. But at the same time, if you're smart, you can actually do all right. Oh, there's not going to be enough shells. I just did the shells. Didn't I just do the shells? Yeah, but here's the question, Joy, because ladies, even though they say they do that, how many handbags do you have? And I can speak from experience because I know how many handbags are in the closet over there. Ugh. I'm like, holy moly. Tiger beetle is the one that jumps on the ground? Wait a minute, what am I doing? I grabbed the shells. Two purses, period. 2. You have a little black one when you go out on the town, and then you have a normal everyday shopping bag kind of thing. Just 2, huh? Somehow I don't believe it's 2. But I could believe it. I mean, I could believe it, but 2 is like, wow, that's impressive. And then you ask her how much paper craft supply she has, and that's thousands. Gotta have your priorities right, I guess. Yeah, that's I could fill a store. It's funny. I could literally fill a store. And you know, it's interesting too because I want to make a quilt. I would love to make a quilt. I may take the sewing machine and put it on this desk and sit here and make a quilt. And be like, you know what? Let me just try it because I've got so much stuff. Like one day I could sit here and we could cut squares forever. I've got more stuff than I know what to do with. Otherwise, it's all going to charity somewhere, right? Which is fine and dandy, but part of me feels bad, like, oh, wait a minute. If I give it all the way to charity, I'm not going to get to use it. And, you know, I'm charity. 6, 8, so I need, oh boy. Okay, there's some. Because I don't want to be in a situation where I turn around and end up going and buying it, is my worry, right? But then I think, too, how much of it am I actually going to use? 4, 7, 9, and 1. I guess I could do 10. Hold on. 4, 7, 9. Yeah, I could do 1. But I have closets and closets full of craft supplies. Or yarn. And paper crafts too. Like I've got to go down too. You know, you probably see them. You know how you buy like a Christmas themed book, and it's a stack probably that big of different sheets of Christmas kind of colored papers that you can do whatever with, that are big, you know, they're like a big, I'd say they're 10-inch by 10-inch squares. I don't know what to do with those. Those would be the one thing I wouldn't know what to do with. 2, 5, 9. Just sell them all. What is this one? Calories? Yeah, get rid of them. Well, hello, Miss Mima Cody. How are you today? Oh, she's gonna drop into the pool. Not today. We'll be in a couple days. My day is on hump day. And the only humping I'll be doing on hump day is humping my butt to Taco Bell. But I figure if I put it's my birthday week, maybe some people will come and watch me. You know. Oh yeah, it's one of my favorites. Birthday lunch, dinner. Yeah, it's basically birthday, rip me a new one kind of, you know. It was the one thing my wife would drive me to once a month just because it was, you know, something that I enjoyed. Even though it's, you know, it's Taco Bell, right? But I love it. And I just love it's like an hour drive. It's like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour from here. We would drive to the one out in the country. And it was more of just a nice way to get out, have a nice drive, you know, one-on-one time talk, get rid of all the stress, and just have tacos. You can't beat it. I love Taco Bell. You know, road, yeah. And then that being sick, I miss, and you know, being alone, I miss those road trips. I miss road trips because I was always the driver, but now it's like, you know, I miss those, and I'm still going to do them, but it'll just be me going where I want to go, or going where I used to go. We will figure it out, but I'm going to get tacos. Yeah, I'm thinking about going to Taco Bell. But it's interesting this last year, because I don't know who I was talking to. I can't even remember if I was talking to anybody or talking in my sleep. On the medication and stuff that I was on, in the weird random sleep patterns, there is no way I could drive. Even with the chemo brain, whatever, you know, when I went in for procedures, they'd make you sign a document that you had a driver, that, you know, you cleared the hospital of this because you weren't legally allowed to drive. You weren't legally allowed to sign any contracts or get married because everything would be null and void because you were under a certain sedation. It was crazy, the legalities. And I was like, man, you guys have got this, you know, like, you're really messed up. And it's like, okay. You know, and it'd be like, so today, you know, have your driver take you home. Don't make any decisions. Don't do anything. Don't buy anything. Don't, you know, don't get married. You know, they'd tell you all kinds of things. They'd be like crazy. What do I order? I always order, the one thing I always order is a bean burrito with sour cream. That is like my go-to. I've got to have it. Then typically, well, the old gluttonous me would order either like a 7-layer burrito or whatever the sale, whatever promo they have, you know, in the box meal. Usually a couple hard shell tacos, a bean burrito. I liked the tostada before they got rid of that. Hopefully they bring that back. I also liked, I like the quesadillas, but it's different. And their new queso chicken stuff is really good too. Cantina chicken, really good. But it's, yeah. But nowadays, you know, since I can't eat it all, it's probably just gonna be a burrito and a taco, and hopefully I get through half of that. You know, but yeah. And then mild sauce, tons of mild sauce. But not now. I can't do the sauce now. In current body configuration, sauce is dangerous on the road. What was I doing? Smashing a rock, right? But yeah. The Taco Bell is like my go-to. If I ever drive through the States or wherever I am, that's like a go-to for me all the time. Ooh, I got the money rock. Nice. First rock of the day and I'm getting the money rock. Yeah, wilted lettuce and all, exactly. But you know, it's funny. You say that, right? And I have to give props to Canada. Like, our fast food that we have that's the same that you would have in the States is not the same food quality. Ours is a little different. Ours is a little better, you know, because we can't have certain preservatives and certain things in it. So, you know, it's, you know, legitimately, you know, Canadian ground beef. You know, it's not, you know, brought in. So it's not the net, you know, like everything that here, like if you went to a Mackey's, McDonald's, a Big Mac here is not the same as a Big Mac in the States. They may look the same, but the quality is completely different. And it's, you know, it's, and I'm glad that Canada did that, right? And even when you go into the States, it's like, oh, I can taste the difference, and it is. There's a huge difference. All right, so I need another 60,000 for that. So I'm gonna take out 100,000. 100,064. Ah, hit the button too early. So now I need 90,058. All right, now I'm gonna buy that castle door for 160,000. Joyful's back. Welcome back. Lee 14 Le Juliet. Ooh, Marine Day ship wheel. Yeah, in Japan, look at that, a ship wheel. That's nice. But yeah, so food here is slightly different. And it's fine. I was watching a raid train deal earlier, and I kid you not, there were 70 viewers, and the chat was crickets. What do you mean by crickets? Quiet, or nobody talking, or? Hello, Sassy Cat. There's 3 or 4 regulars chatting. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, you know, that happens sometimes on raid trains. That happens in most channels. You usually only get the regulars who talk, and then, you know, whoever's lurking or hanging, they don't talk. So if you have 40, 50 people, you know, or 70, 100 people, whatever it is, some of them just never talk. And most of them too, you know, when they transfer like in a raid train, all you're doing is carrying over the lurkers who've been there for hours. So really there's nobody there, but you left your computer on and go, right? Or you're in the raid train and the only people talking are the mods. And that happens a lot too. Well, you guys are buzzing. You guys go do your thing. I'm busy. I can't remember what I was doing. Got to chop trees? Oh, I got to have coffee. I just had coffee. Well, yeah, but I think, you know, the raid trains have been going well. Oh, this one's ending. We're moving over to... Who are we moving over to? Getting ready for... what is her name? Okay, come on. Stop. Stop moving. What is her name? Oh, we're going to Crafty Cup. And then Dub. That's right. Strawberry Gems later tonight. And then Joyful Designs will be on at 4 a.m. or 3 a.m. Eastern. There's nothing wrong with lurking. Lurking's fine. You don't get the point. You don't get the point of what? People not talking? Oh, okay. Seems it would be rather just some spotlight. Okay, so we're talking. You don't get the whole point of the raid train. Like this particular raid train for the TCC was designed for the summer raid train to focus on the areas where you live. So you were supposed to kind of talk about where you live or show things from where you live or crafts where you're from, which is really cool because it opens up, you know, like you may do something different in Kansas than they do in Tennessee. And you know, Tennessee, we have all this wooded area, and Kansas is like, well, we have all this wooded area too, but you know, it's different, you know, and you talk about highlights of your areas. Ad break. Yeah. You know, I'll wait. Our break for ads will wait. I'm just waiting for the ad break to finish here really quick and I'll talk about it. I don't want to have to reiterate something. Wow, this ad break seems like it's going forever. Did it not pop up? Is it not done or what? What's going on here? 45 seconds? Come on, ad break, finish up here. Boom. Look, it even says my birthday in here. Look at that. Bam. So if you come to my village, it'll have my birthday. We're having a party. All right, ad break's over. All right, so let's talk about that. So a raid train is designed for whatever topic it is to get people into the different ones. Like this particular one, the Summer World Tour that Supreme put together is more about putting, getting people to know where other crafters are from, and what things, some interesting facts about their area, for example. And typically, normally, like you say, it's better to spotlight someone a couple times a week. As a streamer, you should do that anyway. Like I should be able to say, oh, hey, if you haven't watched, Sassy Cat's new paintings, she does painting every whatever. Hold on.